In this video, I want to discuss the current real estate market here, specifically in Phoenix, but just for assisted living as well, simply because that is what I do with Valley ALF Ventures, which many of you guys may know now. But I am going to actually discuss a question that I was proposed in regards to everything kind of happening right now in the current environment that we're in as of April 2024. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown me. And if you have not yet, make sure to go check out the God Made podcast on most streaming platforms. Also, feel free to go check out Legion Assisted Living Academy, where I teach how to start your own facility from A to Z. Also, if you are interested in booking a one-on-one mentorship call with myself, or actually spend a full day and book that, you can do that at legionassistedlivingacademy.com or the links down below. Also, if you are a passive investor or a limited partner who wants to invest into this space alongside Valley ALF Ventures, the syndication firm that I own and operate with my partner, feel free to do that as well. Or if you are looking to expand your operations and to multiple locations and are looking to partner, make sure to reach out to us at valleyalfventures@gmail.com. And if you are trying to do any type of placement in the Phoenix Metro Valley or looking for a loved one, feel free to reach out to us. And now that the housekeeping is all done, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. So the question that I was proposed, which I will also put here on the screen for you guys to read as well, but Richard Legisdor 853 said, you say we Serge, do you have investors? Which I think he meant to say, do you have investors? Also, I assume you are charging enough to cover what I'm sure is a hefty mortgage payment along with all your other costs and still be able to be profitable. Do you take into consideration the declining home sale market before purchasing, or does that really factor in considering it's a long-term investment plan? Question. So first question that he asks is, do I have investors? So with Valley ALF Ventures, we are a syndication firm, and yes, not all of our properties that we acquire do we bring on investors, but oftentimes we will syndicate other types of bigger properties. For instance, many of you guys know the hotel down in Tucson that we are about to complete we brought on about $1 million worth of investors' money into that deal. And so to answer that question, yes, we do have investors that we work with as our limited partners. And if you guys are interested as limited partners, you guys can reach out and invest alongside our deals and what we do. But with that being said, his next question goes, also, I assume you are charging enough to cover what I'm sure is a hefty mortgage along with all your other costs. Yes, so typically when we set up our leases with our tenants and our operators, that is what we call our underwriting process. And so we typically make sure that we underwrite it and we are charging enough of a rent amount to make sense not only for the operator and for the business operations, but also for us as the general partners and limited partners who are putting the deal together. So yes, we are making sure that everybody is getting a return and it's a win-win situation for everybody across the board, right? So there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to putting these deals together, from working with the operator, from working with the lenders, from working with the limited partners and investors, and structuring everything and putting everything together. It's really like a puzzle piece and making sure all the puzzle pieces fit perfectly and that everybody is happy. And when everybody's happy, everybody gets to win, right? And there is a big opportunity for everybody to be able to benefit from it. And they asked, is it still profitable? And so most people, when they look at something like this and when they look at what I do with Valley ALF Ventures, they may not take in consideration everything that goes behind the scenes. And there is a lot of things to factor in, especially when you're doing this, right? And that is why it's very important to surround yourselves with people and individuals who you work with who are not only smarter than you, but also bring skill sets that are complementary to what it is that you do. And so for me, I have a great team around me. I get to work with great individuals, and really that is what makes this whole thing really work. And so for me, I'm just one piece of it. You know, it's not just me doing all the work. I have to give credit where credit's due. My partner is great. My people that I work with are great. The individuals we work with are great, and all the different teams and moving pieces behind the scenes. So hopefully that gives you guys some more clarification and insight into that. The last question is really what I want to discuss about in this video. And he says, do you take into consideration the declining home sale market before purchasing, or does that really factor in considering it's a long-term investment plan? So I don't look at investing as what is the market going to do or what is it currently doing, right? A lot of the times when you are investing, especially into real estate and especially into this type of space, you kind of have to look at it from multiple angles, right? What areas are you going into? What are you purchasing things at? Is there enough of a discount to be able to provide enough value or increase the value of said property or location through the business that you're going to be having in there, right? And so Tucson, for example, we have a couple properties down there in Tucson, and we were able to purchase those at a very heavy discount compared to what things in Phoenix were selling for. So when we went down there and we incorporated the model that we're doing down in Tucson, you know, we were able to really increase and create a lot of value through the partners that we work with, through the operator that we worked with all the different things that we are able to do down there. And has it taken some time to really get everything up and going? Yes, it's been over a year now, and we are just now, you know, finally got the hotel completed, and we finally have things kind of rolling and getting the licensing processes going down there. And so to give you guys some context, you know, there's 5 properties that we have down there, and it's a big portfolio. I believe it's just over 100 and something beds altogether from all the locations. And so that's really taken a lot of work to put together. And so for a lot of you guys, you may see that and think, oh, great, look how big of a portfolio he has just down in Tucson. But what you guys don't take in consideration is all the people who made it happen. And so we didn't look at that whole situation down in Tucson thinking, well, will Tucson appreciate in value? What's going to happen with the current interest rates? You know, when we purchased those, interest rates were still floating between 5 to 7%, somewhere in there, on when we purchased those properties. So when you factor that in, we were working with what we had available at the time, and we're still currently purchasing things now with the current interest rates being anywhere from 7 to 9% in that range, right? Depending on which type of lender you go with, what type of financing you are able to get. But at the end of the day, it's very important that you underwrite these deals, and again, that there's enough value that you can add or enough equity there that makes it worthwhile. So with all that being said, and to answer this question, we really don't only look at what's currently happening in the markets. Yes, does it play a factor in? Of course it does. You have to take that in consideration. But I wouldn't say that there's a declining home market or there's a declining real estate market. That is just what you read in the headlines. But when you're boots on the ground and doing it day in and day out, that is far from it. It is harder now, definitely, to get financing, and you definitely need to know what you're doing, and you definitely need to have a track record of being able to successfully operate and purchase deals and put them together and make sure that everything is going well and that you're running and operating things as good as you possibly can, and you're not defaulting, you're not running into late payments or dealing with those types of issues. So with all that being said, I would just say things are still going to be the way they're going to be for us, and we're still going to purchase, we're still going to acquire, we may pivot to different types of licensures. We're not just going to do assisted living, we're not just going to do behavioral health or detox or any other just type of licensure. We're definitely going to consider doing all of them depending on the deal and what makes the most sense, right? What's the highest and best use case for each property that we acquire. So to give you guys context, that is currently what is going on and what we do at Valley ALF Ventures. And if you're interested, make sure to reach out to us. We would definitely love to have you invest alongside us and take advantage of the opportunities that are within the healthcare real estate space, especially commercial real estate. And so with all that being said, I will talk to you all in the next one. God bless.